Good morning. Today is Friday, February the 24th. The time right now in Singapore is 11:21 in the morning. And overnight on Wall Street, we have quite a bit of a move, but basically there was no catalyst. Market was just drifting. Initially, it traded to the downside, but before market closes in New York, it actually rebounded to close on a positive note. So there we have it. The market is going to be drifting again tonight. I think the buyer is to the downside because towards the end of the day trading, you can see on the daily time frame, the Dow Jones itself actually has a quite a very nice reversal pattern here. So maybe the market will be trading to the upside tonight and maybe even in the early part of next week. So again, we see that in the S&P 500, we see something very similar. We have a hammer at the bottom of this move here. We market have a new low for the week last night, and the market actually closed back above 4,000. So 4,000 now is going to be pivotal. Market needs to close on a weekly basis above 4,000 marks in the S&P 500 to maintain its overall bullish outlook. So like I said, based on the idea that the Dow Jones also have a reversal candle bar overnight, similarly, we also see the same thing in the S&P 500 index. So that gives rise to the idea that tonight market may actually try to rebound. Okay. Over in the Nasdaq, we see a more robust reversal pattern. You can see that this is, although a hammer, although it's in a different color, I would have preferred it to be a green color bar, but this is a red color bar. But nonetheless, it is a reversal pattern nonetheless, and the market may be actually gearing to trade higher, even with the possibility of maybe even challenging the 12,881, which was traded at the beginning of the month, and we may actually see one more week to go before the market closes. The market may actually be able to challenge this level. Okay, over in Asia, we can see that the Hang Seng Index actually continued to weaken this morning, and the market is currently still trading under a lot of selling pressure, and that gives rise to the idea that because the entire rally from the bottom of 14,597 to 22,700 may have actually run its course, and the market now is getting ready to go into a different phase. And if the market breaks 300 points, 19,300 points, the market may actually resume its larger degree downtrend. Over in the Shanghai Composite Index, we see a massive pullback this morning, and the market has actually tried to take out the 3,310 levels 3 times this month. Each time failing at 3,308, and the market basically now is disappointed with the failed attempt to rally. Now the market is pulling back, and if the market do take out this near-term support line here, I think the market may actually trade to the downside in the coming days and weeks. Okay, over in the Nikkei, we can see that there was a rally attempt. Overnight, we can see the market actually held out at 27,046 and found support at the support line. And this morning, we can see a market attempting to rally. So we will have to see what kind of activity it will bring. Okay, so the market is basically waiting for the new incoming Bank of Japan governor, a guy called Ueda. We'll have to see what his monetary policy is. People are awaiting to see what new game plan he has to tackle the stagflation situation in Japan. Okay, and over in the foreign exchange market, we can see dollar actually rally early yesterday. When we go down to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that there was basically the market actually continued to extend higher in the beginning of New York trading before closing back down, and then towards the end of New York trading, we can see that buyer actually did return with a buying what we call a reversal signal in what we call a hammer in a 4 hours time frame. So that is actually laying the groundwork for maybe an assault above 135.36, which is yesterday high, one more time. And my target all the while has been at 139 in the dollar versus the yen. And for the euro versus the dollar, if the dollar is going to maintain a strong bullish bias, it does appear that the other major currency would have to retrace. And yesterday we saw the euro dollar broke the 106 level to 105.77 before it stabilized. But overall, we can see that the trend is in favor of further decline, and my target for this one is at 104.40. Okay, over in the Aussie, we can see that Aussie went out to a low break 0.68 yesterday to as low as 0.6781 before we see a rally attempt this morning. But I think it is very, very shallow for now. And overall, I still believe that Aussie is still going to trade to the downside. And my target is at 0.6640 thereabout. Okay. Over in the sterling, very similar, but again, the sterling on a relative basis is quite stable in the sense that the pattern suggests that although the market may actually continue to trade downwards, but it is not as bearish as what appears in either the euro versus the dollar or the Aussie versus the dollar. So the market actually went up in a three-wave rebound from 119.15 to 121.48, and the market now is coming back down. And overall, I think the market is essentially going to challenge a 118.40 levels. Okay, so this is basically my target here. Over in the dollar versus the Canadian, we also saw a similar pattern of a attempt rally in the dollar. Dollar went up to a high of 135.81 last night before coming under selling pressure, but by and large, we do see the market may extend higher beyond 135.81, which is last night's high, to my target price of 136.19. Then if the market ever go to 136.19, it suggests that the market for the dollar is not just a technical rebound, it is basically laying the foundation for a renewal of its bullish trend, which we saw for the good part of 2022. So I think the dollar peak in September last year may have come to an end as far as dollar yen is concerned. As far as the dollar Canadian is concerned, I think the market may have already found a bottom and it's getting ready to resume its larger degree uptrend. Okay, and let's take a look at energy. Over in the WTI crude oil, we can see that crude oil actually went down to $73.80 before finding support near the 78.2% retracement level of $72.25 to $80.62. And now the market is beginning to rebound. This rebound is essentially can be attributed to latest news that Russia may actually cut further production in the crude oil production. So that is actually a bullish factor to consider. So we will have to see how much this can actually hold out. But the interesting thing here is actually not in crude oil. The interesting thing is in natural gas. Now, natural gas went down to a low, it actually took out the December 2020 low. Okay, that means this is a 3 years low and actually hit a bottom as low as $1.90 at $1.96. Okay, and we can see that the market has actually rebounded very aggressively. So because this is a major level, which is $2.24. Okay, the market actually went below and closed back up. But if you look at the weekly time frame, this suggests to me that the market is in a verge of a reversal. Now, this is a key point here. And as you can see in the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, now the market has fallen non-stop practically since the start of the Ukraine conflict here. The market went up to a high of $10.03, dropped all the way to below $2. So we can say that was an 80% collapse in prices, and the market hit a key level here, and on a weekly basis is starting to show sign of reversal. So this could have bigger implication. So maybe the money is not in crude oil, the money is basically to buy natural gas products. Okay, so I'll be eyeing these natural gas prices towards the end of this week's trading, because on the weekly basis, if we get confirmation the market has actually found a bottom at $1.97, then I think the market is primed to go higher, even for the idea that the market have to correct the 80% collapse in prices. Just a 10% rebound is going to bring us to a substantial level. So I think the opportunity going forward is not in crude oil, but in natural gas. Then we look at precious metals. Precious metal, unfortunately, is still falling. As of yesterday's pricing, we can see the prices went up to a year's low at $1,817.30, briefly traded below last week's Friday close low point of $1,817.70. So I don't think the gold market has hit a bottom yet, because the rebound so far has been very shallow. So if we get another rally attempt, I think the market at best is going to be able to only achieve $1,850 thereabout before it will come under selling pressure all over again. Timing wise, I think this precious metal market may actually only bottom out somewhere between April to May. So we have another month or more than a month time for the market to actually trade much lower. So maybe if you are looking to buy precious metal, you just hold on to your horses, and maybe you can get a much better prices in a month's time. Okay, so this is something that I would be very bullish about, because over the long term and seeing how the conflict in Ukraine is unfolding, it doesn't give me a lot of hope that anything will be resolved anytime soon, and that geopolitical tension may create a lot of volatility in precious metal market. Okay, so over in silver, We also saw the silver prices pull back last night from a high traded this week. There was a rally attempt, but the market could not go beyond $22 per ounce, and now it's currently trading at $21.32. Okay, so basically the market may be going below the week's low at $21.18. So this again lay the foundation for lower prices going forward. Okay, over in digital asset space, we can see that the cryptocurrencies did not go anywhere. Bitcoin, if you use it as a barometer of the general mood in the digital asset classes, we can see that Bitcoin is basically holding on to its for dear life. Market right now is trading between a very clear band. The lower band is at 23,344 and the upper band is 25,252. So the market is trading between these two prices, about $1,100 price range, and it needs to break out of this. But I think the bias is to the upside. If the market can actually gather enough momentum to trade above $25,252, it may actually target $27,750 thereabout. Okay, over in Ethereum, we also see a three-wave pullback from a month high of $1,743.30 to as low as $1,597.94. And the market now seems to have built a very nice base to propel the market much higher. I think once the market take out $1,743.30, I think the market is getting ready to challenge the next target, which is at $1,860. Okay, in Cardano, we are also seeing a very similar pattern like what we saw in Ethereum. The market pulled back from a high of 0.421 to 0.377, which is basically a three-wave equality move, and now it's getting ready to punch higher. And the moment it takes out 0.41 high, the market will be primed to target 0.454. And in Solana, we have a slightly different pattern. The market did not have a regular three-wave pullback, but the market did pull back and settles at a very key Fibonacci retracement point, which is the 50% of the original rise from $19.70 to $27.12, and it stabilized at $23.24. I think the market is now possibly building a base to trade much higher. So if the market can take out $27.12 and stays up, okay, the market could be targeting $31.70 in the near future. So this is all I have for you tonight. We don't have any major economic release from the United States, so it's likely to be a very quiet night, but do expect equity prices to continue to basically to rebound. Okay, so until next Monday, I will see you. But for those who are interested to join me in my weekly market wrap, do understand that at 8 p.m. Singapore time, I'll be doing this a free to attend webinar. So all are welcome to attend, and all I need for you to do is to register to get the login details. In the meantime, have a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.